Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon, and this is Princess Maker 2 Regeneration, which I got for free from the developers. This is Nyotengu, she has just turned 13. We have Operation Worst Father Ever fully enacted, and she is doing pretty well. We want to get her stamina a little higher than it is, and between episodes I was having a thinky thought. I said I was going to save up our money. However, I think it is in my best interest to get her armor, because we are having fights, and we are finally going to try the Harvest Festival this year. So we're going to buy her some mithril armor for $3,000 and equip it immediately. And now she has basically the best armor and the best weapon in the game, just already at 13 years old. But next, we are going to send her to church because she desperately needs a little bit more faith, because we are going to cash that shit in eventually for more power, because the best way to show faith in God is to immediately turn your back to him and instead take a bunch of demonic power, because that'll never turn out badly. Unfortunately, this is also removing some of her sin. So this is sort of a delicate balancing act, because we need her sin higher. It will be better if we can keep her sin over 100 and then tank her morality. And unfortunately, it's going to be a photo finish on whether I pull that off or not, depending on certain actions I may or may not take. But this is fine for now. Oh, hey! A girl with pretty little wings floated in the doorway. Oh my! Who do we have here? Hello! Does that nice girl live here? Oh, hello there! And who might you be? Don't tell me you forgot! I'm the egg from a year ago! You brought me back to my mother, didn't you? Oh, from that time with the spring spirit. I hate the text crawl. You've already gotten so big. Wait, can't I fix that? Oh wait, I can't do it in the middle of a dialogue box. For the first year after we're born, we're children and have wings. When we grow up, our wings disappear, and we guard our spring for 100 years. And your mother? My mother won't be alive for much longer. I'll grow up soon and take on her role. I see. I can't imagine how hard it must be to lose your mother only a year after you were born. I mean, I don't think you know your real parents, Nyotengu, but it's fine. Oh, but I'm not sad. Don't just ignore the tears in my eyes. That's just our lot in life as spring spirits. I came here today to show you how grateful I am. Thanks for bringing me back to my mother. May your heart become even more beautiful. The little spirit cast a spell. For a moment, the room was flooded with a dazzling light. In the blink of an eye, the spring spirit had vanished. Would you look at that? Our gold's gone up by $2,000. And Nyotengu's sensitivity also increased by 100, which is fine, and we don't care about that. And we got $500 for that. Okay, so everything's coming up Pyro. I mean, Nyotengu. Yeah, this is her story. Alright, we're going to the Harvest Festival. We're going to try the combat tournament. We're going to try to beat the piss out of everybody. Sensitivity warning if any of you get bothered by blinky screens, because boy is there going to be a lot of blinky screens here. Now, depending on who we're going to have to fight, this is going to be easier or harder. Our combat skill is 113 and our attack is 124, which means if the fights stay physical, then Nyotengu is probably not going to have any problems. However, if the fights turn magical, she's going to struggle a little bit. So, I don't know who this is. Francois Moore? Oh, you. I've fought you before. Oh, how I envy the common folk. You can go out dressed in such rags. What a whore. Let's kill her. Yeah, boosh! 91 damage, and Francois immediately tapped out. Without morale, Francois Moore lost the will to fight.
Unfortunate, but I must put an end to this. Carrying on would just tear my favorite dress.
Sorry, but you're not ready to face me, says Nyotengu. Nyotengu defeated Francois Moore. Gained $273. What? Oh, my fighter reputation. That caps at 300. But I got $273 for that win, and we've got a few more fights to go. This is great because her fighter reputation is already where we want it. It's at over 250, so as long as we don't tank it, everything will be okay. Muscle Halvar is also a good one for us. He is pure physical. Gah! No mercy for you! Okay, I mean, take a sword to the face. These fights often go the distance because he has a lot of defense. It's very hard to take him out, but he doesn't hit very accurately. So this is where always hit, never be hit really pays off. There he snuck in an attack, but our armor was able to absorb most of it. And so we're just going back and forth. And I am probably winning this. I don't know what they judge it on when it does go the distance, but I have never lost one of these fights when it goes to the draw. So, just eventually the king just gets bored, and he's like, could we stop this, or... I'm getting hungry. And I get it. I'm hungry too, and I didn't eat before this recording session, as I never do. But I am drinking coffee, so I've got plenty of energy. That's enough! Time's up! And the winner is... Final verdict, Nyotengu wins! Hooray! Nice taint shot, Muscle Halvar. Sorry, but you're not ready to face me, says the 13-year-old girl to the pirate captain. Okay, next. We're gonna fight Leftor the swordsman. He's the guy who's in charge of the fencing school, so he's a little tough. But he's not tougher than us, just he has high combat skills, so there's a lot of hits and misses. Also, is he missing an arm? Is he missing an arm, or does he just have an arm, like, under his cloak and he just doesn't reveal it like sometimes happens in the tropes? I guess, maybe? I don't friggin' know. All I know is we're kicking his ass and he's not accomplishing anything against us. He's got one hit in and it did fuck all. So, Nyotengu is doing precisely what she needs to do. Anytime there, buddy. What? Yeah, lots of dodging, lots of misses. There we go. Without morale, Leftor the swordsman lost the will to fight. I give up. You must have a knack for this to win against me so young. You've been training me, douchebag. Father, I won! Nyotengu defeated, gets $273, and now we're in the finals. We're against Salam Nasir. I think he's magic-based? He's equally skilled in combat and magic. Okay. So, the more he casts, the more of a problem it is. But the mithril armor we're wearing has a chance to just automatically reduce incoming magical damage to 1 hit point. So, this is going to be a little RNG-based, but we should be able to get through this. Said your prayers, girl! Oh, he's the asshole who took our sign, too. What a dick. Okay. Luckily, he doesn't have a lot of hit points, so if we just... Yeah, see, Nyotengu took 63 damage, but he took 70-something. So if we just go back and forth with that exchange, he will go down. Or she can just slash him in the throat and be done with it on the second attack. I can't believe I lost to a little girl.
Hooray! I won!
Nyotengu defeated Salam Nasir. Received $273 as a reward. Oorah. So Nyotengu wins the Harvest Festival, which means we get a sword worth $2,500. It adds 12 attack and 50 refine, except we're never going to equip it, but if we sell it, then we take massive reputation damage, so we're just going to keep it in our pockets. But we did get $3,000 of money. Fighter rep goes up by 20 points, so that's insurance. And you know what? We're really to the point where, okay, there's you. I will take the Venus necklace, please. Thank you, you asshole. Maybe it's the Venus necklace that gets me numbers every year. Anyway, so that's done. So we're good there. So Sin is a little damaged. I'm like looking at our numbers. Our fighter rep is where we need it. So we basically have infinite money from here on out. I think we're going to have to start getting our other numbers up. So looking at my requirements, morality we can tank in a minute. We don't need to do that immediately. Sin we can go up as we fight. Fighting reputation is where... Oh, 210? Oh gosh, we did that super easy. Okay, so we should go after artistry and eloquence. Now, I also wrote down where every stat moves. This probably just looks like a word salad to anyone who doesn't know the game. But that's fine. So we want to get artistry up. Artistry is from painting. Dance is better because sensitivity goes up for painting too. Sensitivity has a downside. If she's too sensitive, then she can't handle herself in the world. Dance may not be a bad idea, so we can get stamina, which is a little short of where I want it. Glamour, which we need anyway. Artistry just won't go up that fast. So yeah, let's do that. Let's study dance. At least to get stamina up to 550. Let's do 3 dances, and then we'll roll. So this is as far as I have done the plan. Everything so far is according to plan, but this is as far as I have actually planned out based on what I had done from my previous runs. So at this point, I know I'm definitely on pace to get the ending I want. I just don't know if I'm going to get there. Now... yeah, everything... I'm so looking at all the numbers. The other thing that's going to be a pain in the ass is eloquence. You there, girl. You seem like a big shot fighter. I'm Mia. I challenge you to a duel. While hurrying home, Nyotengu is challenged to a duel. So we always want to take these duels, because if we refuse, we lose fighter rep. And with our combat skill this high, we're basically always going to win it. So at this point, I guess we really don't need to train in fighting anymore. Which is great, because that's going to help me balance a couple things I was worried about. So let's keep doing dancing. Basically, from here on out, we never need to work again. If we need money, we'll just go to the Western Desert and kill a bunch of skeletons. And while we're there, we can trade in some faith for glamour or refinement. But otherwise, we'll just go to school and gain numbers this way. So where do I need artistry? I just need artistry. Oh, I need artistry plus eloquence to be over 80. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can just keep doing this then, because we're trying to get glamour over 200 anyway, so I can just do this until glamour's over 200. And then we can switch to whatever will help me with eloquence. So this is just another fight. Now we're against Bam Bam Bizarro, who... boy, would that be a hell of a gimmick in professional wrestling. There was Bam Bam Bigelow back in the 90s, but he never wore a necklace made of human skulls. Either way, we just gained more fighter reputation. And now we're dancing again. Keeping stress in check. Faith is at 166. Stress is not even coming to 100. Stress stays low when you stay in school compared to working. Didn't gain any glamour points from that, but we did gain artistry and stamina. Stamina is now over the 550 mark where I wanted it, so that's good. And as I believe... I mean, we could do a little painting. We just don't want to be there all day. So let's do a full month of painting. Because we can also knock sensitivity down in other ways as well. So, but if I can get, yeah, that's what I thought. When you're doing painting, artistry is guaranteed to go up 1 point a day. So if I can just get that up to 80, then her eloquence won't even matter. Because eloquence is a pain in the ass to raise. So, because if I remember right, the only way to raise eloquence is specifically working at the bar. Yeah. Nothing else raises eloquence, which is very annoying. So if we can get okay, so her eloquence is currently 15. Their combined number must be 80, so I just need to get it to 65, which it's about to hit anyway, and then we can stop with artistry. Oh shit. Just a little short. Okay, never mind. Go do... oh, excuse me. Hiccuping. Go do more painting. Another month of painting, that'll get it to over 80. And she'll be in really good shape there. This is excellent. We are very well ahead of the numbers right now. Create a painting? No, we're not going to create a painting. We're only here to gain numbers. We're not here to get into the painting class, the painting part of the painting contest. That's the word. We're not here to get in the painting contest, so it doesn't matter. All right, so artistry is well over 80, and Horst Hyman wants to try to fight us, so that's fine. Kick his ass like we've kicked everyone else's ass. I don't remember this guy. I didn't fight him too often in my other run. In my other run, I just wanted to learn about errantry and learn how to fight. Because if you recall in my first 6 episodes of the game, of the series, this was what I was weakest on, how to fight. Okay, Paimon is gonna do devilish shit. Yup, he wants us to raise our reputations. We're not gonna worry about that. We are where we need to be. Our decorum's now up to 18. Does that matter? Again, I don't remember. I'm gonna have to keep... No, we do not need to worry about our decorum. So now it's about refinement, glamour, and yeah, it's really about refinement and glamour. So what do I need for that? So refinement is on decorum and poetry, but poetry gives us sensitivity, which we don't want. Glamour is on the sleazy bar. Ooh, okay. So glamour is going to be very hard to raise. That's the one that I need to trade sin for. I mean faith, because otherwise it's going to be very hard to get it. So, okay, so for now we're going to just go to Decorum Class. And this will probably be the last month we can do any... This will probably be the last month we can do any schooling because we're going to be out of money at this point. But that's fine. So we're getting decorum up. Did I say refinement also? God, I keep having to refer to my notes. Yes, refinement will also need to go up. So really, this class is going to be very helpful for us. Because we'll need a refinement anyway. And then we'll trade faith for glamour. That will get our sin counts up. We'll just have to go to church occasionally so we can get more faith. But as long as we don't go to church more than once per cycle, I think we'll be alright. Okay, that's as far as I can get. Okay, so time off, free time, will give you money. And then we're going to errantry to the Western Desert twice. That will allow us to trade faith twice. I know she's becoming a bit wild, Cube. It's because her stress is barely beneath her faith. But that's why we're going to get her nice and relaxed with money. There we go. Now she's fine. And now we are moving on again to the Western Desert. So this is where I am conflicted about whether to show the fighting or not. Okay, so that's a dude. I'm going to talk more about that in a second. So we want to get our sin up. So we're just going to beat the piss out of one of the guards. Guard accepted the challenge. Okay, he's got 304 hit points, but we've got 113 combat skill. And we're beating his ass. And there we go. We just murdered a man. So we got $80, which is fine. But we gained 20 points of sin. And that's what I need. I need that sin. Give me that sin, baby. We just... And now we're going to fight everything we come to because we want to rack up that sin. So apparently I have lost my mind. Oh, when Nyotengu approached the entrance to the ruins, a dragon blocked her path.
A dragon?
Halt, girl. This is the entrance to the dragon ruins. It's no place for lowly human beings.
Dragon ruins?
My ancestors have resided in these ruins from a time before time, allowing such impure creatures as humans to pass through them would violate their sanctity.
What?
But, well, if you really must pass, a toll of 200 gold might be enough to convince me to let you through.
You act all high and mighty, but in the end, you're just after money, huh?
Whatever you say. Us dragons try to amass wealth in our youth for the sake of a prosperous old age.
Is that how it is?
I mean, you're not paying for anything, so that makes no sense. Here you go. Have $200. It's fine. Let me see. Yeah, carry the one. That should cover it. You may pass.
This is definitely a ripoff.
That's right, Nyotengu. So we're only doing that just to get this treasure. Fighter reputation plus 20 and $2,200 of Dragon Fang. Now, the dragons we're not going to deal with, because these guys hit hard and they have magic. And the only reason we would even need to engage them is to be here. Oh, no, we're fighting. So we're going to try. We're not going to run from these fights, but... Oh, wow, we kicked his ass. All right, good job, Nyotengu. Okay, so now we're never going to have to deal with the dragons ever again. One of these days, with one of these runs, I want to fight that dragon and kick its ass. There is an ultimate evil of evilness. There's something called a war god. You actually pop an achievement if you defeat the war god. And I've never done that. So one of my runs, I will do that eventually. But for now, all I want to do is get to this spot. We're going to, as always... Ah, hello, Mr. Skeleton. You're the one I wanted to see. Whack. And now you gave me $300. That's low for what you usually do. And now we're just going to hang out here until nightfall. Just waiting. So anyway, as I was saying, this is where I'm tempted to cut up the episode because there's going to be a lot of me just standing around for a minute. Although here we're going to camp, we're going to rest. And then when we break camp, the demons are back. And we're going to trade points for, what did I say? Glamour is the pain in the ass? Yes, glamour is the pain in the ass. So we trade, blah, blah, blah. We got 60 points of glamour and only lost 12 faith. That is fantastic. So at that rate, if we keep that up, we'll only have to do that once more. Our glamour currently, where is it? Glamour sits at 177. Refinement can be learned. Glamour, unfortunately, has more of a problem to deal with. So, but anyway, this is where the game is going to get repetitive, because when I need to come here, I'm just going to be standing here fighting shit. And now I've shown that, and I don't think it's going to be very interesting to see this. So I guess rather than leave it to you all, so this is where I would usually ask for audience opinions. However, because the series is so short, I'm going to finish this before I even publish the first episode. So I'm going to just make a judgment call and edit around this. So I'll show you the start of every excursion, but we'll just time skip over the body of it. So here we go. 2-second screen wipe. Now excursion number 2 this month. Nyotengu was able to survive the entire... Oh, good. Another guard who I'm going to stab to death. Sin is currently sitting at 88. Killed him in 1 shot, or 2 shots, I guess. There we go. Sin jumps to... Still at 88? That's a surprise. Ew. Anyway, she survived the errand tree, and really nothing happened. Okay, Sin at 91. Oh, that jumps it to 111. Okay, so I gain the Sin even before the fight happens. I'm probably gaining the Sin just because I'm fighting a human for no reason. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing 2 quick runs here of the errand tree. That should get us enough money to get us even to the Harvest Festival, where we're probably going to win the tournament again with 0 problems. I'd like to get her defense a little higher, but I really don't need to, and that's me just min-maxing. Okay. So, right now we're just trying to get back to the Demon's Abode. And we've broken camp, more reveling. Luciphon, blah blah blah, give me glamour. I gained 47 glamour, so that puts me over my requirement. Faith is still at 109, which is pretty good, and Sin is now jumped up to 139. Glamour just needs to be more than 200, so that's given us a little bit of insurance, and that's what we need. Now hopefully we fight more skeletons like this one and get some money. We didn't get very much money in the last one. Hopefully these skeletons have deeper pockets. 449, that's what I'm talking about. And Nyotengu finished another errand tree without a problem. Also, I was looking at my notes, and I realized something that will get me out of my little predicament. If we go to the theology school, she gains intelligence and faith and magic defense, but she does not lose sin, and she does not lose she does not gain morality. So that is where we need to go. She's going to study God in an effort to piss him off and hate him more. I approve. So we're gonna just, yeah, so stress is going up a little bit, intelligence is creeping up, but faith is going up. And the nice thing about our ending that we're shooting for is faith does not matter. She can have 999 faith. She can be the most devout person in the history of theology, fully believe in God, and also completely act out of his interests. Or maybe she just believes in Satan. I don't know. Will this episode get demonetized? We'll see. But either way, this is what we're doing with Nyotengu. And Nyotengu herself is a weird raven demon thing, so this just makes sense. I'm also creeping up on 30 minutes again. These episodes are taking a bit longer since we're going out on adventures. Her magic defense is climbing up, which is also helpful. This way, when we do fight in the arena, it's not going to be a big deal. Alright, let's give her some time off, and then we're going to do 2 more errand trees to the Western Desert, which, same deal, I will skip over those. We'll just do this real quick. I may also have to spam summer vacations because her weight may creep up. Right now, her weight is creeping up. Her weight is holding at 48 kilos, and we need to keep it under 48 kilos in order to keep her not fat. And as long as she is not fat, I think I can stuff her in the evil dress, which that's going to be our get out of jail free card, since her evil dress, her demon dress, drops her morality by 100, and that would put her to where we need her right now. I don't want to rely on that dress. I would rather have her drop her morality to 0 naturally. That way I don't have to worry about it. But either way, I'm out of time for this episode, and I'm not even done to a year. Like, she hasn't had her birthday. I guess I'll just make this one a long episode, because I really don't want to stop in the middle of an errand tree. So we'll just fight through this. just thinking about ways to do this more efficiently in the future, I did still need her to go to church early to gain the faith and morality rapidly so she wouldn't become a delinquent. However, now that she's older and we can get money other ways and faith other ways, that's the play. I realize her morality is going down. It's probably because it keeps stabbing innocent people out in the forest. So, yeah, or the desert. So that's fine. That's one way I can tank her morality. But since we've got glamour over 200 and we just need to start working on refinement now, we gain 51 refinement at the cost of only 17 faith. That's a good trade in my opinion. Here we are starting the second errand tree of the month, and her sin is at 235 already? I had said I thought this was going to be a photo finish to whether I'm going to get the ending, but I've already got like 90% of the numbers I need to get her to where I want her. So now the only question is, am I accidentally adding too much to the numbers to the point where I'm going to trip a different ending because of going too far in the other direction? So now I'm a little worried. I hope that's not the case. The wiki I consulted didn't give me a range when it said the numbers. Like, it didn't say, for example, that I get my ending if glamour is between 200 and 600. It didn't give me that range. It just said 200 or more. 200 or more refinement. 200 or more glamour. So I think we're on pace? Okay, here, Luciphon. Give me more refinement, please. 48 refinement for a cost of only 17 faith, and morality is holding at 49. Good deal. Let's keep killing skeletons. And here we are now in July. I mean, it's June 30th, but we're now going to send Nyotengu to the beach 3 times to cut her weight, because right now she's at 48 kilos, which is fine for me, but of course the game has its own idea, and I want to make sure... Oops. We need vacation. And I want to make sure that she stays light enough that we can stuff her in the demon dress if we absolutely have to. So, there we go. Akamura is now sharing her games with me. And we're going to the ocean. Yeah, she was over 48 kilos. There is that bug in the game, as a commenter... I'm so sorry I don't remember your name off the top of my head. A commenter mentioned that there is sort of a bug in the game. It's never been really acknowledged as a bug, but anyway, as your daughter gets older, her weight threshold goes down. And so the thought was that... Oh yeah, and she just physically got a little skinnier. The thought was that the reason that happens is they basically set threshold -1 in the code instead of threshold +1 every year in the code. Because if it was +1, then the daughter's weight scale sounds exactly where it should be for the fact that she gets older and taller every year. But they said -1 instead, so her weight threshold goes down, which also makes no sense that, or in my opinion, it makes no sense that they haven't fixed that, since now with all these releases, you would think that there would be that they would have fixed that one mistake by now, but whatever.
Bearer of the necklace of Venus, I am the spirit of the necklace. I bestow upon thee the blessings of Venus, goddess of beauty.
Yeah, okay, she's the one I needed. Venus necklace. Anyway, so refinement goes up 14, that's her age. Glamour up 14, sensitivity up 14. We definitely needed the refinement and the glamour. Sensitivity doesn't matter. It's fine. And I'm kind of making her a little too skinny right now, but it's fine. That's as much spamming of her diet as I'm going to have to do. God, I dropped her 6.5 kilos in 2 months? 12 pounds? Holy crap. I'm a terrible father. So in the next episode, we're going to continue working on dropping morality down, gaining faith for insurance, getting her refinement up, and we really are pretty much already where we need to be, and she's only just turned 14. I didn't think I would be this efficient at this. Holy crap. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode of Child Endangerment. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube.